Alright. I literally just woke up from a nap. I said, let me go take a nap real quick. Let me go back to the ether and see what my spiritual family is up to and my matrix family. Those who are capable of seeing the unseen and the things that are around them in their daily life are one powerful creature because we tend to run out of energy quickest because we're not always here in reality. We're always disassociated from this reality because something is consciously pulling us outside. So this is part two, but this is entertainment purpose only, viewer advised. I do have some people watching me that should not be watching me. I don't know what they fishing for, but welcome on in. Even the ops are welcome. Even the ones who I think that are against me are welcome. I'm starting to think that my matrix family is not always against me. They are with me in of the matrix. They're here to help me to break in the matrix, not break out. That is my spiritual family. My spiritual family is supposed to break me out, meaning to help me to break out of one's mind and one's program, what we came here to be. So this is entertainment purposes only, your advice. Gang gang. No, I'm not in the gang. I just say we're in a spiritual gang. Not even that. It's just a personality trait. Just bear with me while I say that. It's just alright, let's forget about it. So as I'm sitting here just like resting, my my ancestors from all dimensions came to me like all at once. They didn't come to me on a spacecraft or like hover around me. They was literally just standing like right next to me, but I was in this format that they see me in. Normally when they come to me, I am my inner child. Nothing tends to move or grow. Hi, welcome on in. Welcome, trolls. Hi. I have bigger bullies than you. Trust me. Your words mean nothing to me at this point. So normally I come to them as my inner child, but as of lately I've been coming to them as as in my like earthly format, my earth avatar, and they're okay with the information that I'm receiving from the ether, from their world and their dimension to this dimension. And you see how I can like mix information up and to come out with a new information, a mixed child, so to speak, because I mix information. Um, if y'all are seeing y'all message deleted because I put blockages for y'all not to say something, because I don't have time to go. All right, go click off, click, click, click. But I'm gonna let y'all say what y'all want to say. Hi, welcome. You're all the way from France. Welcome, Randy. Welcome. Make sure you hit that like button. I much appreciate you. Appreciate love you. Appreciate love. Really do. This is about part two of, if you haven't seen part one, go ahead and check out part one. Seems like some of y'all like part one. But the thing is, I didn't really tell you everything, so I'm breaking it down into series because it's a lot to learn and it's a lot to like comprehend or to like think outside of one square and circle. Like, you're not just thinking about yourself, you're thinking about others outside of you. What are you attracting to that you are called family? And yeah, sometimes I forget that the physical family fights you on a physical level, meaning they fight what's inside of you because they know how rare and valuable you are. And they also supposed to teach you like adolescence in life. And a lot of times we get so mad about our matrix family because they put us through so much trauma. We don't we don't like take the time to think about why do we go through certain trauma, certain doors to have certain supernatural abilities. That's the whole thing. Going through trauma gives you supernatural abilities because it's giving you the key to master the unseen, to master the elements of your ancestors, because everybody go through extreme pressure and pain in life. And we shouldn't be comparing ourselves to. That's a nice emoji, by the way. That is very funny. I was looking at it, I was trying to ignore it, but no, it's very funny. Make sure you hit that like button. But but yeah, sometimes we often get caught up too much being too spiritual and too much in the matrix. We need to learn to balance ourselves with our matrix family and the spiritual family, because sometimes it can be like a battle, like with us chosen ones, and they, the ones are here on earth that we came through, don't know what's going on at all, and only know what's going on an internal level, because we are beginning to waken up the internal version of us that's been asleep, this beast system that's been asleep for a very long time. But they knew how to operate us from the beginning of time, since we came to know men. And when you are getting hurt in the physical, the your matrix family doesn't really know how to actually react to your physical pain, um, or emotions that you went through on earth. But your spiritual family can always come in to protect you from being more spiritually damaged than before. You can be spiritually damaged and be spiritually led by the wrong idea of what spirituality is, by like different version of you, who you would consider your shadow version of yourself, or the demonic version of you. And when you're in that dark night of the soul of awakening, it's like you don't know who to really trust. But you know that your cries and your words and your value speaks volume to the supernatural beings, to the supernatural forces outside of you who equal up to the level of you and much in pain. You are free to express it in this 3D realm, in this 3D holographic realm, in this projected realm. Because we are here to create. We're not meant to stay still or to follow anybody's order. We're supposed to come as we go and learn from them and move on from them. But we have so much of these attachments on us. It's like, how can I put it? These attachments what it is, you're signing contracts to something that you are agreeing that's within the matrix, that it's not supernatural, and that is of supernatural, and you're creating contracts for you to build up your ability to see the supernatural and like the unseen, and the things that are hidden in the dark shadows, and the things that are shown in the shadows for others to. It's not that you don't want others to feel the extreme pressure of pain, but at the same time, it's like you're adapting like new abilities. And I do like sometimes miss my family, but due to me trying to break in and out of the matrix, it's like you have to like balance off the scale a little bit to order like to receive the gift of life, to know what life is. You can't always have life be, I don't know, spoon fed to you. You really can't. And the Matrix family and the supernatural family lives in one space of you, which the spiritual family lives above you, which lives in the mind. Um, and it's like, I don't know why I'm getting emotional. I've been emotional all day, all week. So bear with me. I'm opening up my heart chakra. It's just something normal. This is just a normal thing for me to do. This what happens when I feel like when I start to channel. I try not to like think of them because like the matrix family can also be a blockage to you sometimes. It depends on how you rise out of like your situation. So that's when you get your spiritual family to help you heal the unseen that you couldn't see before or see the beauty before. And it's always good to give people love and light, even if they like even if they don't deserve it. But it's okay. Because it's showing the universe, the matrix itself, that you can be the scale, that you can be the balance of both sides. Not only when you have supernatural family, you're also having like other ancestors from the supernatural world to back up on your team to make sure like you go through life, you know, walk through that fire. And sometimes it's hard to think about your matrix family when you're so focused on finding the family outside of you who's willing to do anything and above and beyond with you. But the thing is, in order to find family, you have to find family within yourself. You have to unlock certain reflections of yourself that you either wish that you can become, or you either wish that it's the same thing to become, to see. But the physical family can fight you on the physical level on earth. It's not that sometimes we get wrong ideas about people in a moment of heat, in a moment of extreme pressure. It's not that we are designed to see the things that are unhidden of them. Yes, we are, but we're also designed to tell them. It's okay to tell them this is what's happening on an internal level. This is what I need to fix on an internal level. This is where your supernatural family comes in to protect you and put some type of like spiritual cloak around you to make sure you're or like divinely protected. Sorry. Like every day you're supposed to wake up with gratitude, gratification to both sides. Not only there is someone looking on the inside, there's someone or someone fighting on a physical level for you to physically be here. They have to imagine for you to be here. They have to imagine what your outcome is. It's not so much so that they created you, the universe created you, God created you, Source created you, the source of you created you. And as a child, when you've been taken away by Source, imagine, okay, this is me. This is something that happened to me when I was growing up. I was heavily a believer of Christ. Like, I was a Christian. Then, out of nowhere, I got taken out of Sunday school. I used to go to Sunday school every day. I used to study the Bible almost damn near every day of my life. Come to think of it, I realized we I've been underneath spiritual warfare since I was about maybe 6, 7 years old. Not only if YouTube wasn't around 6 or 7 years old, imagine the intelligence that I had back then of the knowledge I knew, of the things that I could see outside of oneself. I used to write down stories. Uh, I used to have books and pages of stuff from like learning about like Sky Daddy himself. That's what I call him. But there's also a Sky Daddy within. Remember that. And that can also mean your higher power. Something I consider him a different version of me from a different time, from a different frequency that knows that particular knowledge versus what my ancestors knows, but they at the same time they kind of like follow underneath each other. The lessons we go through may not make sense when we go through them. Later, the lessons of understanding comes during divine time. Yes, that is true, ego. That is true. And that's where I'm at of my realization. It's like bittersweet, but at the same time, it's kind of like biting me in the ass, and I'm like, a hard head makes a soft ass. Once you don't know, you don't know. But at the same time, you gotta know what you don't know, the unseen. You gotta be logical of why you're doing certain things to yourself, why you're or like going through certain things because you need it, and you know you need it. We all need it. So not only let's not just it's not about pushing anybody away. It's also about forgiveness. And it's hard to forgive because you've been through so much with your matrix family. You tend to look for things outside of oneself to have some type of forgiveness or to be invalidated or to be proved when you're not accepted by the people you was born with. So anyway, back to the story. I used to be a heavy Christian. I used to go to school, go to Sunday school every day until one day I got fucking totally bullied in Christian school. Remind me. Sorry, y'all. This is Christian school. Getting bullied. And oh god. This is just my roommate. Just bear with me here. So I used to get bullied a lot in Christian school, and it made me it took me out of one's element to go into other religions and to try to know what God is on an internal level. Even your own family, your matrix family, can tell you that they can show you rather than tell you that, oh, like I don't know, like they be like, oh, don't put my God in my mouth, or like this is not the third, don't whoop. It's some shit like that. It's hard to explain what I mean by that. They they can take you out of your element of believing in God because they don't have the capability to believe in God themselves. And sometimes when you're trying to find a skill to help them guide them back into believing in something that they once believed in and they no longer believe in, it's it gets you out of your imagination. It gets you disassociated with spirit because you was born in a family who was negative, who was low vibrational. Now you're trying to find your family who is high vibrational, and you will. Once you find out, it's not about seeking, it's about letting them come to you. All you have to do is imagine yourself as like a light bulb or some sort of light being. And then imagine the ones around you, the same reflection of light coming directly towards you. You can actually see, you can actually see the light that has been reflecting on you. That is in the internal level. That is your supernatural family light. This is you taking the essence of the matrix family that you were born into, create them into a light. You're supposed to help them become enlightenment, not be stuck and stagnant. Just because they was programmed into the program doesn't mean you should allow them to be stuck in the program. You should also help them imagine themselves out of any situation. Because at the end of the day, whatever happens to them is going to be on your conscience. And you don't want that feeling. You don't want to see that side of you broken into even more pieces and trying to put yourself back together because you're wondering how can this happen. Well, you thought of this when you should think of their outcome differently. Just like how you learn how they can think of your outcome the same way. It's just we choose whatever path that we want to be on. Is because we know that we can seek it through and get something out of it. We just don't suffer for no reason. We're not, the more the more energy you put out and you don't receive anything, that what happens to that energy is being collected, is being in database. And the universe is collecting all of everything that you are being through, everything that you're experiencing. And you can ask the universe, you can ask the divine presence or God or Sky Daddy, whoever you believe in, to give you a loan out of oneself, like in a supernatural way, in a cosmic way. You're really borrowing your own essence of energy when you want to receive something. And this is what your supernatural family does. It fights for you when you can't fight. It teaches you how to fight. And you can also activate your matrix family through your supernatural family, meaning you can have certain words, certain affirmations, certain codes to help them to awaken by imagining awakening. You have to imagine them to awaken. You're not giving them the answers to their spiritual warfare, what they're going through. It's like you're just dropping seeds for them to awaken. I seen, I literally just seen this like when I went to sleep, when I took a nap. I went inside of the cosmos. I was in the cosmic realm, and I was in the Milky Way galaxy. And I was just like vibing, chilling, looking around, counting all the stars and planets around me. And I was looking to my left and I was looking to my right. I was looking forward and I was looking back. I was looking from every angle. And I can see out in the corner of space that there are these light beings coming directly towards me that was in a different color. And then on the other side, same thing in a different color coming directly towards me. And then they start to shape themselves as beings as you and me. I did not know what I looked like. I couldn't see what I looked like because I did not feel like I'm taking anything from the ether, or not ether, but anything from this realm to create a mirror. I was like, I don't feel like seeing what it looked like. But I can feel what I looked like. I knew that I was still of myself on this earthly planet as this avatar, but not only was I able to see my matrix family in the form of light, but I was also able to see my spiritual family in form of light. And they was they was showing me my matrix family and my spiritual family. One side was showing me how they had a spiritual warfare, while the other side had shown me how they created the spiritual warfare. And they was telling me it's a balance. Something that we must go through in order to have these certain badges, have these certain degrees of different dimension. And yes, you do get rewarded in the ether. You do get rewarded in the afterlife, and you get rewarded in beyond life and life now. They like you just don't know how blessed we truly really are. I don't like saying the word blessed. I want to say gifted, because when life gift you something, you are gifted. And it's something to take hold of gratitude, gratification, because sometimes we can be spoiled too much. Yes, we can be spoiled in the spiritual realm. So our spiritual ancestors, what they do sometimes, they can either shut us off or clothe us or make us go through the process all over again, and basically like a trailer to make us to see how we can better our outcome. You know that saying, when life flashes before your eyes, that is the trailer of your life, of your next life that you're going to have, of the next chapter of this life. That's why I say, don't race to what you want in this life, because you're going to eventually get rewarded anyway. There's no time, there is no expiration date for when you are going to receive the gift of life. Karmic cycles, unit lessons are learned until we break the cycle. Yes, my home is my heart filled with my love. Love is my currency. Unconditional love for my enemies. The seed of love will grow and bloom in divine timing. Yes, you are very wise. I like that. You are learning. You're not learning, you're actually living in it, because you're speaking it into existence. And like you said, all path leads to creative, positive or negative. Both are needed for balance. Yes. Being angelic or being demonic. You're still getting a gift of life, which is the supernatural, to be able to see the unseen. To be able to have the eyes to the window to the soul. Most people don't have the eyes. Most people don't have the gift. Most people don't have the six senses of seeing eyes to the window of the soul. And there's going to be a time when we all consciously come together. Trust me. The best lesson of life must be lived to learn. The best lessons of life must be lived to learn. I like that. Yes. It's not only when it is, there is no when. Life itself is the best lessons to learn, to live. And you put that in ways that touch my heart and millions of other people. Whoever's watching this, I can only imagine. And like, it's a real thing. It's only when you sit still to know thyself is when the answers come to you, or when you're in emotion. Because you have to be in motion in order for information to get to you to be still and to know thyself. We go through extreme pains of pressure, and we're constantly being reminded every day of transmuting this energy, what we're supposed to do with it. Create it. Don't let it hold on the inside of you. That's how you be building cancer, sickness, and all this extra shit that is not man-made. Well, it is man-made because it's made form of thoughts through the program, through the matrix, that is attended through the spiritual. So it's something that you must let go of, no longer can hold on to. You gotta transmute it. Once you can't transmute all this stuff, it's like you you get spiritual sickness. Really. Spiritual sickness, internal sickness. Seek internal self for spiritual growth. The heart is how I communicate with my gods. Yes, same here. Whether it's negative or positive, they should know my spirit. They should know your intentions of what it is that you're trying to catch with their intention. You're trying to save your time, not you're trying to save your timeline, not destroy it. Because there are outside forces of you that wants your timeline to be disrupted because you don't know what you're birthing after you, because you're gonna have many gifts of life. Somebody that you birth might be the next millionaire, or might be the multi-millionaire, or like have all these great ideas that you had wish you could do, and they're gonna do it for you. But then again, our matrix family go through the program of the matrix to block us, to uh, not imagine that. So they're stopping their lineages, they're stopping their timeline, they're stopping their frequency, they're stopping our ancestors from coming back. And I believe when I give birth, I'm going to be birthing twins or something like that along the line. It's been predicted so much throughout my family that I will have twins in some type of form. I think who I'm birthing, they don't want to come back. That's the question. And it does not matter. This is divine order. This is divine justice for them to continue the legacy of what they built in the foundation of the Matrix family. They did the work in the ether. Now they must come back to create, is what they tell me. They want to come back. And I feel like it might be my grandpa James and my grandma Lewis who I will be rebirthing in the new generation in the years to come. That's why they have me on this mission to come to New York and stuff like that, because this is the blueprint that they left me. This is something that they saw within me that I'm supposed to accomplish. Hi, welcome on in. It's very emotional because I'm releasing. I'm like, I know where my energy goes when I release, and I know how powerful I can be when I let down a tear. It's a sacrifice out of one's body, out of the cross, to let my ancestors know from all dimensions that I hear and I can see and I can feel from every realm. Nobody answers, nobody questions to the answers is being ignored. Nobody is not being watched. Like, no matter what. I'm always constantly working in the astral to make sure the ones that I attract to, or the ones that I am attracted to, are divinely protected all the time. And I will make some videos about the P Diddy situation, because what's her name? One of the videos kind of like triggered me, and I have some information from their ancestors. You have to have permission to talk to other ancestors. You can't directly talk to other people's ancestors. It don't work that way. It's like a knock on the door. They either let you in or let you out. And I've been having hella visions about that situation, about every fucking thing since the beginning of time. Since I even started listening to P Diddy when I was younger, I was like, this man is fucking wicked. He was just using his power wrong. So his ancestors just shut him down and isolated him from the whole world. And I'm gonna make several videos, but I don't know when. It's gonna be soon. It's whenever my ancestors give me the green light to make it. It's just like I have a bunch of visions, especially from the tunnel. That tunnel looks very fucking familiar to me, like I've been there. and the underground. I've been there too. But it's weird how everything is being exposed now in 2024 and 2025 to come. Like it's we can't laugh at this shit no more. Like everybody's woke. Yes, people do be doing it wrong. I will say, but just not now. I wish I could find my tribe. I want my friends to be around me. I am one of your tribe. I accept you as you accept me. I accept all of you, even if you don't accept me. Oh my god. I hate when my mind catches up to reality. I know what I'm supposed to do. I gotta wait till everything to fucking Monday. This is the time where my ancestors give me like the most weirdest answers to my questions. I'm like, okay, I know what to do. When I channel everything that I need to channel, I'm like, okay. So I see my outcome. I'll get everything that I need and want. But the thing is, I have to, in order to keep everything that I need and want and to stay stable, I have to balance my matrix family by imagining their own outcome coming out better than what they imagine me. Because it's like, it's ridiculous. This war is slowly coming to an end, but it's like something else is starting up or staring up for me to face, for me to recognize something about myself and about them and about my spiritual family all at once. Something does not fit and I can't get this energy out. But I've been talking to this energy, and this energy only wants one thing for me, is for me to learn and to comprehend. It doesn't want to take anymore like it used to. What do you mean by that? Like I said, if I wish I would have grabbed all my books back before throwing them away, because I will move constantly and I will have knowledge of books of every fucking thing from the ether, like straight up fucking facts that I knew would come to existence of this year. But I'm gonna go back into writing them again. I might actually planning on publishing them one day. I'm actually writing a book as we speak. A book that I saw myself writing in New York and having the bestseller in New York. I'm just gathering the people that I can like trust to help me build and not wanting to take. Give them the knowledge, but don't like food feed, like I don't know, just feed them all the time. I have multiple ideas of what I could do. It's only gonna happen until after winter, till after New Year's. Right now, this is just my harvest seasons of more manifesting, creating. So I would appreciate of you if you would send me some donation to my GoFundMe or to my Cash App. It's all listed underneath below. Except for my GoFundMe. You're just gonna have to try to find me. But I'll put it on the comment. But yeah. I don't know. I was kind of like disassociated for a minute. I was trying to come back. But yeah, this is part 2, I believe. Part 3. I don't know. Y'all keep up with the count. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.